You have the followers, you have the views, but you don't have the money. What's good? How to monetize your social media so that you can optimize having followers and views. One, you got to make sure that you're brandable. What is your content saying? Think about the brands you want to work with. Look at their pages. What type of content are they using for ads and posting on their feeds, their stories, their TikToks? You would need to create content that is at least that level in quality before they would even consider you. You want to get on a PR list. Those companies that you want to work with that have PR lists, you need to be creating content that matches and is in alignment with their brand in quality and in messaging. Secondly, you have an audience, but can you monetize that audience? What I'm asking is, do you actually have influence with that audience? If you mention a place or thing, do they go and patron that place? How do you know? What are you using to track it? That's important because the engagement and interactions that you get with your audience are going to let brands know that they should work with you no matter how many followers you have, because what you're saying is resonating with the audience that you do have. Pitching. Are you pitching brands? You need to pitch brands and not just wait for them to come to you. Closed mouths don't get fed. So you're going to need to go out there and get it. So I have some tools that you can use to find contacts for those brands you want to work with. But please don't forget, you must do the brandable part before you reach out to these brands. When you're reaching out to these brands, you need to have a pitch letter and you need to have a media kit that you created or that you got created on Fiverr or whatever, to work with these brands and show them why they should align with you and collaborate. Are you batch creating your content? Batch create your content. That just means that you're picking a specific day of the week or time of month, or it's a period of time. You're selecting a period of time where you are creating your content for the future. So that can be 2 weeks ahead, that could be 30 days ahead. Shit, that could be 90 days ahead. It's up to you. Also, you will need a content calendar to make sure that you are keeping track with your content. For the content calendar, you could think of it kind of like an editorial calendar, which would work well with businesses that are like fashion based or beauty based, or service businesses can use an editorial style content calendar where you're kind of foreseeing things ahead of time about what's going to happen and how you can create content around those things that can happen. You're using the batching content and content calendar to also show that when you work with brands that you have a process to deliver their deliverables on time so that they will want to work with you again in the future. Lastly, income opportunities. Brand deals are not the only income opportunities. The main ones, of course, are platform monetization. Each platform has their own specific monetization programs. Everyone will not qualify, but that does not mean that you cannot make money from these platforms anyway. Then you have brand deals, you have affiliate links, you have brand deals, and brand deals has two different sides. You have the influencer creator side, and then you also have the user generated content where you can create content for brands and you don't have to have a following at all because you won't even have to post that content on your page. But also, you have to be brandable so that you are in alignment with that particular brand in order to create content that looks like the content that's already on their channels. That is one of the most important things if you want to make money from brand deals. Ads, this is highly underrated. It is still a very big thing. This is where you're offering cross promotion for brands, companies, other influencers or creators. And then last, which I think also is one that goes under the radar, is SelfBrand, whether that's products or services. It could be digital products, it can be services where you are selling your own products or services. Honestly, I don't know why if you have a following that you wouldn't be doing it. You should be trying to monetize your audience to support what you have going on already, right? That's one of the best options. And there's so many ways to do it. And it's going to be based on what your brand is or doing or what you want to do. So that's it. You need to be brandable. You need to nurture your audience. You need to pitch brands for collaborations. You need to batch create your content. And last but definitely not least, because it's the most important, is you need to explore all your income opportunities. This is a general idea of what you need to do to monetize your social media. If you would like a personal audit of your social media where I can give you strategies that specifically relate to what you do in the brand that you want to build, hit the link in the description box.